Hey everybody, how you doing? Dash and Dave here again. Presley. Alright, there we go. That's a good start to the day. Coffee. I thought I clicked accept and it didn't take. Give it back to me, Tony. Give it back to me if nobody takes it. Give me another shot on Presley from Cabin Coffee, Tony. I thought I hit the accept button, but apparently it didn't take. Give it back to me, Tony. Nobody takes it real quick. I'll give me another shot, Tone. Give me another shot. Well, Tony did take care of me. Gave me another one. It's not Presley. He heard me yelling. Alright, well, that worked out okay. Tony heard me crying. Another order from Cabin Coffee, as we see here. Going in roughly the same direction, same section of town where I would have taken it for Presley. It's only 25 cents less. That doesn't mean anything. It was the Presley effect. When I've stopped at Cabin Coffee the first thing in the morning and got a Presley delivery, it's always been a good day. This is for Samantha, so Samantha, come on, girl. Let's hope that the Presley effect also works for you. So it's a good start. $8 without peak pay. Sun's trying to break out. We were 70 degrees yesterday. It's about 30 right now. We had a little grapple shower this morning. But it's supposed to be up to about 42 today, and then a little later this weekend, by Saturday, we're back up to the 60s. A little bit of rain on Saturday. That's good. We'll take it. All right, rock and roll. Yeah, I thought I'd press the accept button on the Presley order, but I'd taken a screenshot, and for just a second, there's the editing overlay. Well, I tapped the screen to get rid of that, then I tapped accept, but apparently I didn't tap good enough, so I timed out. But what's funny is I've got Samantha's order and I'm on the way, and I hadn't even seen the person pick up Presley, but they did say something about Presley's driver will be here in 5 minutes, so they had some knowledge on that. I guess they can see where we are or who takes it. All right, 75-cent hidden tip on that one. So that goes back to what I said before, that, you know, when you're looking for triggers for hidden tips, you know, 75 cents seems to be one of the triggers. That's not necessarily the case all the time. That theory on the 75-cent theory is for larger orders that have significant hidden tips. Tony and Doordash will hide, you know, 50 cents, 75 cents, and $1 here and there, and we've seen that before. All right, a little after 9, had that Cabin Coffee snafu on me, man. That's just terrible. We're going to decline that one. It's Thursday, March 3rd. We have peak pay, $2 peak pay all day, every 2-hour chunk that I'm scheduled to work and beyond. That's awesome. Hopefully they have to update it like they did yesterday. That was, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm newer to this, you know, so I didn't realize that the 4 to 6 peak pay was different than the 401 to 6 peak pay. So anyway, that was good to learn and know. And then keep an eye on it. You know, they snuck that $3 peak pay in. So anyway, I'm going to keep an eye on that today and my total pages. You know, if they don't... Actually, what I hope is the offers come in hard and fast. Thursdays have been some good days for me overall generally. It's Friday Eve. So if the orders are coming in hard and fast, and I'm not going to strip off the $2 peak pay, you know, we'll play. My spidey sense is going to be the strategy today. I'm going to roll with the punches and roll with the flow. No real hardcore strategy. I'd like to stay in the duff zone, but kind of like what happened yesterday a couple times, and then in the evening is I chase the dollars, and that's going around town. Now you have to have hot spots in order to think, if I get up to that area, will I get an offer that takes me somewhere else instead of driving around not making money? And that worked out a couple times yesterday, but it also, like I mentioned, there were no hot spots out in Campus Town or West Ames, and I turned down some $10, $11, $12 jobs, you know, 5-mile jobs that I would have come back all the way without a order, so it's down to $1 per mile. So anyway, you know, today's going to be Spidey Sense Day. What do I feel? Where's Tony leading me? You know, so, okay. Got a good story. A lot of times we put out stories there on bad customers and horrible things. Had a great one yesterday afternoon. Delivered a pretty big Panera Bread order to a lady. No house numbers. And I'm kind of sitting there looking at the houses and kind of, you know, bitching at her in my mind. And she comes out as I get out of Speedwagon. She goes, I'm so sorry. We painted the house last fall. We haven't got the numbers up yet. We got them on order, yada, yada. And I said, did you read my mind cussing you? And she laughed. And so then she goes, and what's with all these instructions? Call, knock on, you know, call the customer, arrange a drop location. She goes, I haven't done this for quite a while, food delivery. That's a decline. And I said, well, you know, I have figured out that Panera Bread is one of the triggers, one of the restaurants that trigger that one page that makes you call the customer, receive the instructions, take a picture, which you cannot do with your phone. It has to be through the app. You know what I'm saying? That screen. And, you know, not all restaurants trigger that. And I thought at first it was Doordash, but then I figured out it was not Doordash. I mean, it is Doordash, but there's something in the Doordash algorithm, the software, that for some reason or other with Panera Bread, and I'll figure out who the other one is. I can't remember. I thought I had it figured out, but anyway. And so the person orders through Panera. Panera places the delivery order with Doordash, and for some reason or other, Panera's bread, contact the person, yada yada, is what triggers that, you know, screen. Dunkin' Donuts. Okay, that's real interesting. I'm nowhere near Dunkin' Donuts. And I got an offer, so that's a decline. Sorry about that. So anyway, we were talking about that, and I said, well, I told her you have to go to the bottom of the page at Panera. You got to go to the bottom of the page on your DoorDash app and make sure everything jives and yada yada. God, there's another one from Dunkin'. So nobody's out in West Ames or Campus Town. For me to be getting these orders, there's nobody out here at 9:10. 7.3 miles, 750. You know what? If I was sitting in the Dunkin' parking lot, that'd be a great job. Sorry, Tone, sorry. Okay, so anyway, back to the story real quick. I said, you put in the instruction, just leave it at the door. And she goes, and I said, most of us dashers follow the last instruction and forget about all the bullshit ahead of it. And she goes, well, I'm glad to hear that. And she goes, I'll have to, you know, get in there and manipulate it. But anyway, so that's a good story. Had a good one. You know, she was real nice about it and all that. So, and, you know, she learned a little bit. So anyway. All right, 50 minutes of zero peak pay. And then we're on $2 peak pay for the rest of the day. All right, well, started at 8:45, it's 9:45. $26 in the first hour on a slow day. That is spectacular. A couple hidden tips there, that last one there. So anyway, good start, good start. The Samantha effect is the same as the Presley effect. All right. Or the cabin coffee effect, you know. Start out the day with a good cabin coffee running into town. So, about 15 minutes, we jump into peak pay. All right, that last one from Village Inn to the Chocolaterie. Haley, she's one of my favorites. Real pleasant lady. Put me over the $30 limit. 30.75, 30.25, whatever it is, for the first hour. Wow, that's a good start. That's the cabin coffee effect. So we're under $2 peak pay right now. So a great start, a 30.75 for the first hour, 10.9 miles. Wow, great start. Let's keep it up. All right, 2 orders in the last hour. Wow. It's 11 o'clock. There's one hot spot, and that's Perkins. And I just got an order for Perkins here. 2.3 miles, but it's literally around the corner. 5.75. I tell you what, $2 peak pay is 5.75. I'm taking it. It's literally right across the street once I get up there. But talk about slow. Last time I saw you,
on South Duff Avenue.
last time I reported, it was 10 o'clock. I sat for half an hour with nothing. I even shut the app off, signed out, signed back in, you know, to make sure that Tony hadn't lost me. Went and got gas. Just picked up a Taco Bell and a Chipotle. That gave me $15.50 for the hour with peak pay. That's how slow it is. All right, we're about 4.5 hours in the day. It's about 1:15. I'm gonna have a little snack here. I've got my hamburger that I warmed up in the Hot Logic, got some Doritos, orange Gatorade, and I remembered the dill pickle this time. All right, I'm doing pretty good. Sitting at 106.25. Just missed $25 an hour for the first 4 hours. We're at like 23.55. Mileage is spectacular. We're running real close to $3 per mile. So we're about halfway through the shift. 6 o'clock is when we're hanging it up. We're doing pretty good. I don't know if we're going to actually hit 200. It's looking like we could. Orders have been fairly steady. Been a lot of garbage considering that there's $2 peak pay. I took 1 or 2 $5.75 jobs. One of them was like at Chipotle and right around the corner, you know. So anyway, it is what it is, and I had to take a leak anyway, so you might as well get paid for peeing, right? All right, cool. All right, well, let's take a real quick look here. Promos have not changed. Nothing's been added, so it's just $2, $2, $2, $2. That's good enough for me. All right, we'll see you at the end of the day or a little bit later if something spectacular happens. right, it's about 10 after 6. We're done. Good day. 203.08, $203.08. It was hot, it was cold, it was hot, it was cold. I sat for 20-30 minutes a couple times during the day, during the slow period, and talked to a couple of the other dashers out there, and they kind of said the same thing. So it was a good day. Thank you, Pete, Pay, Tony. I wonder if we get it tomorrow. I was thinking about that. If we do, I wouldn't be a bit surprised. It's only $1 for periods of time. I have a feeling tomorrow is just going to be a really good normal Friday. And I'm scheduled to start at 9 to 6 tomorrow. So we'll crunch the numbers here. I'll do this when I edit the video and put the numbers up there. I'm kind of hungry right now. I had my hamburger, but I'm hungry and got a hankering for Taco John's potato ole burrito with potato oles on the side too. You got to have more potato oles. So anyway, mileage was just incredible. Only 72 miles. Just incredible on the mileage today compared to the dollar amount. But here's the thing. Also, that shows how slow it was because we log about 10 miles per hour on Speedwagon, and it's only at 72 in a 9.5 hour period. So anyway, you know, mileage is mileage when you're working, so the fact that we're way off on the mileage is good for the gas, good for the bottom line. All right, well, we'll talk numbers here in just a little bit. Alright guys and gals, that's all I've got for you today. Hopefully you can take something from this video and put it to use for yourself. Thanks for coming along for the ride, and hope to see you next time.